I swore I'd never go back. But life had other plans. Not today, but a few months ago. I'm still processing it, and honestly, I don't know if I made the right choice. So, some backstory, I left home 5 years ago and never looked back. My father and I, well, let's just say we didn't have the best relationship. He believed that tough love meant breaking you down until nothing was left. Every mistake, every failure was proof to him that I was weak, useless, a disappointment. The last thing he ever said to me before I walked out. You'll come crawling back one day. You'll fail. And I won't be here to save you. I left. I built my own life. It wasn't easy, but I did it. A job, a career, people who actually cared about me. I never planned on going back. And then. I got the call. He was dying. Stage 4 cancer. He wanted to see me. I wish I could say I immediately felt something, anger, sadness, relief, but honestly, I felt nothing. For 2 days, I ignored it. He made his choices. I made mine. But then, the guilt crept in. What if I don't go and regret it? What if I go and he's still the same? What if he doesn't even want to apologize? I told myself I'd just drive past the house. Not go inside. Just, see it. But when I parked in front of that same familiar house, my hands were shaking. Everything looked exactly the same. Like time had stopped. I sat in my car for 20 minutes, just staring at the door, remembering every fight, every insult, every time I swore I'd never come back. Then, before I could stop myself, I got out of the car. I don't know why. Maybe I just needed closure. Maybe some part of me still wanted answers. I knocked. And when the door opened, he looked so small. I didn't recognize him at first. The man who once towered over me, whose voice filled every room, was now thin, frail, exhausted. For the first time in my life, he looked at me without disappointment. He just said, "You came." And I realized, he never expected me to. I don't know if I forgave him. I don't know if he deserved it. But I stayed. We talked. About stupid things. The weather. The news. Nothing important. And when I left that night, I still didn't know if I had made the right choice. But I knew one thing. I would never have to ask myself, what if?